Alright, I am deleting the random pass. By random. And then making use of that pass to create something new. I would have created this battle pass already, but I had a quick save on Sunset Colosseum, so that's why I did that first. And creating this battle pass is very simple and really doesn't take that much time. The biggest time was in putting the team into the game. I'm not going to work on the appearance because that will make it take more time. I would have done that if this was offline, so I apologize about that. I will give it a cool trainer title. Good looking guy. Let's go good looking guy. Doesn't really... Nothing really in the speeches that is like, ooh, look at me, I look so great, yeah. But I'll go with that title, good looking guy. This was the request that GamingHc in the chat, also known as Scorpio, made last stream, but I wasn't able to get to that, or at least wasn't able to get to that easily without costing quite a bit of time in that stream, so I promised I'd do it in this stream. It is a doubles team. They're meant for this to be used in doubles. Now the question is, where do we use it? We have Main Street Colosseum rank 6, which could be a good challenge. Waterfall, could do the rank 8 in level 30 open. Actually, that might be a good one, but not on Waterfall. Neon, I don't really want to show off a team in Neon. Even though I guess it could be interesting to fight off against that, but... Actually, I think I might do that. Main Street within level 30 open, but it is already level 8, so it's not as difficult as the level 50 all. Rank 8, that's for sure. But I feel like this will still be a pretty good challenge. I selected double battle, right? Yes. So hopefully this will be a good enough challenge for this team. Let's remind myself what these things even do. Valor is just attack, attack, attack. Crystal is I am slow, I want to use Earthquake. Friend sets up screens. This one is an interesting one where it uses Ominous Wind and Silver Wind and then potentially Baton passes that to something else. Mr. Krabs with Crab Hammer Knight says Rock Slide. Rock Slide does hit both Pokemon in a double battle. Lava does hit the partner with Lava Plume. And only Mr. Krabs resists it, and none of them have Protect. So maybe Friend will make it through with Substitute. Actually, what items did they have? I forgot to check. Oh, no. Oh, actually, look. I made the OT Scorpio. Chocolate Wise Glasses, Lumberry, Light Clay, Sticky Barb, Expert Belt. Alright, let's start off with Valor. And with 9-9. Actually, no, with Friend. Because if I send in... I was going to send in Friend, but Friend might be better earlier. The other three all have weakness against one of the types. There's 3 waters, 3 grasses. Kalava, Steelix, weak to water. Crab's weak to the grass. I think crabs will be most useful. With Rock Slide, might be able to super effectively hit the Lapras and Wall Rain as well. And therefore make use of its Expert Belt held item.
Poketopia Main Street Colosseum. Knockout battle. Battle 1.
Let's go.
What kind of battle can we expect from the challenger this time? Both corners are full of energy, so we're sure to see a great
Lapras.
battle.
Valor has Levitate, right? Yes. Torterra is more dangerous for Crawdon, so I'm attacking Torterra. And then... Actually, I want to use both. Which one first? Reflect, because I think it'll go before Torterra.
The stage is set and the curtain is up. The blue corner makes the first attack. A smashing blow.
Good hit.
It's pouring rain in the Colosseum.
Rain, watch Executor come in and then make that sun. Ah, it goes after. Should have gone with light screen. Because then I can at least make it work against the Lapras next turn. 7 more turns of Reflect though. Because of the light clay held item.
Air in the Colosseum is tense.
Oh, this weakens Flamethrower as well. So I'll just use Psychic then, because that's stronger.
Hit by Psychic.
Gives us the lead.
It's down and out.
So back to what I was saying earlier about my stream plans. I want to continue Temtem. Maybe one more stream of Temtem. Until I'm probably done with what the game has available right now. Once it has a new update, which will major update, which will be in a few months most likely, then I'll probably stream it once or twice to get through that, because it was once a main game. And then Infinite Fusion, I still have to train up some of the members, but I have like fused some things and unfused some things, and selected the 6 that I want to train up for the next portion of the game, assuming nothing dies again, because that was great in the most recent stream. But I may actually just do a casual stream. If I have time after this stream, I may do it then. Otherwise, a casual stream tomorrow or something where I just train up those members of the Infinite Fusion team. But then not make that an episode on YouTube, because it doesn't really advance the story at all. I did say Executor would come in, but I'm trying to not give it a chance to use Sunny Day. Even though that would be interesting. Hyper Beam from Lapras. It's not really what I expected. Psychic on Friend, sure. Just don't take out the thing that's more dangerous, most likely. Ice Beam! It's just enough. Let's go. I don't expect it would have dealt that much more damage than what it already had. So I'm happy this worked. Alright, her final Pokemon. Cradilly. I could just keep attacking here and have the most safest run towards the win. But I have the option for the perfect point. Hey, Manny! Already making me jealous with the Pokemon emotes. I'm really looking for. I'm actually considering removing my current emote and putting up a new emote. Not that that's already been created. I'd have to ask someone to make it. But I really want a Pokemon emote, and it's gonna have to be Squirrel, so it has to be Pachirisu, and it has to be a happy Pachirisu. Because I want a happy emote, something like happy or happy or cheerful. Thanks, Manny, for the host. I appreciate it. But I want a happy, cheerful emote. I just have an angry one, which can work on occasions as well. But I forget that the most. Oh my god, you have a cutesy Giratina! Manny! Stop making me jealous! Right, let's... People on YouTube will be like, what are you talking about? Well, Manny's in Twitch chat and he's putting cutesy Pokemon emotes. I want them. What was I saying? Yeah, I kind of want to go for the perfect point. Lapras skips one turn. Nah, I'm gonna keep attacking. I'm really scared Sobble. Huh. I like it.
Lapras can't move due to a previously used attack. A gang attack. Great Dilly barely holds on. Slammed him.
Yeah. Went for the safe victory. Stat increases. Yeah, Manny, that one doesn't count. That's a Pokken one. I don't have that either. But those are ones that a lot more people have access to. So if you're trying to make me jealous, those don't work.
Both corners still have a chance to win this. What kind of developments can we expect to see next?
I'm just putting the 5 of the cutesy Giratinas now.
Hit by Silverwind.
We got the boost of the stats. Let's go on. Try one.
The substitute appears.
So I'm actually going to show off something Drifblim can do that I may not have the chance to any other time. Actually, I should be good with the defense boosts and stuff. Yeah, we're good. Wigglytuff at this point isn't very useful. It's more like, I guess, just use Ice Beam until Reflect and Light Screen run out and then use them again. Because Ice Beam doesn't do much against the Lapras. Meanwhile, go Crawdons with a lot of stat boosts.
Crawdon is sent out.
You'd be more useful than Drifblim.
It's pouring rain in the Colosseum.
Yeah, use Rain Dance so then use Avalanche because that's logic. Let's see how little damage this does. Almost nothing. Yeah. This stream's Battle Revolution. Hopefully done with Masters Battle. Otherwise, I'll put it in. Otherwise, I'll finish Masters Battle sometime in the future, but not probably in the coming week. At least. I want to get through Infinite Fusion. Temtem might actually be before Infinite Fusion. Maybe no. One Infinite Fusion stream at least before Temtem, before I finish that up. Whether that's all for online. And then I want to continue with the main game Pokemon stream because I'm really excited to do those. Especially after now just playing through White and White 2 on my own off stream. That's made me really excited to play through the main games, rediscover some things, and use Pokemon that I almost never use. There's some Pokemon in there, especially in the first few games, that I have used because there's just very few Pokemon that I haven't used to this point. But there, actually, I think there's at least one of the teams that I've prepared so far, which doesn't actually involve my starter. Like, I'll use a starter until I get like 1 or 2 other members, I'll dump the starter. Because I've used all the starters at this point. Except maybe in the later games. I haven't used Sobble, for example, in Sword and Shield. Not that I know how to stream Sword and Shield, but I haven't used Sobble.
Crawdon starts to attack.
But I think I have some very interesting teams prepared so far, and depending on how the stream today goes and how late it will be when we're done with it, I'll be working on the Gen 4 teams and the Gen 5 teams. And with Gen 4 having Diamond Pearl, Platinum, and Heart Gold to Silver, that's 3 teams. And then there's Black White, and there's Black White 2 in the S as well. 5 more teams to plan out. Although I probably won't plan the Gen 5 teams out until I've completed playing through those games on my own, so I remember more of the story. Because I think the last stream yesterday, was it yesterday? I think it was yesterday. I'd played through White 2, but as a randomizer bingos, I skipped through a lot of the story, and I didn't remember much. I was like in the sewers, I got lost. I didn't even have to get lost because I didn't have to really go in the sewers much at all. But I want to rediscover the stories if I've never played it, especially Black White 2. I've only played through that once. Black White at least twice. Black White 2. I've only played that once. My playthrough when I think I had Pokemon Black and then Pokemon White 2. Which didn't really make sense with N having Reshiram in one and Zekrom in the other. Also with the memory, but the memory link I really think was cool. So I hope that I can figure out how to activate challenge mode, because I may want to just do challenge mode for Black White 2. But also if I can activate memory link somehow and link it with the Black or White walkthrough that it would have done before it. That will be really cool.
Thousands have gathered at this Colosseum, located on the main street of Poketopia, to witness the big battle that is about to unfold. And now, the battle begins. The red corner makes the
Ah!
a big
On a Steelix? Maybe the AI is a little bit weird.
hit by Brick.
Okay, maybe this was the best they had and they knew this was happening. Otherwise I was going to say, is the AI a bit weird on level 30 open? Hyper Beam on an Alakazam, I guess it's an interesting moveset, but they need to make a variety in this game because there's so many Pokemon you can face.
Hold on.
So that can be fine. Hyper Beam and Lapras or an Alakazam. Like Hyper Beam is actually one of the Pokemon and one of the teams I have planned, even though it's probably not optimal. But I do want to create a little bit of interesting movesets as well. Things that I haven't done much before, things people may not have seen much themselves by playing themselves or other playthroughs. To keep things fresh for myself and for the viewers. Go 99.
Riftlim is sent out. The blue corner has already taken some serious damage, but there is always a chance of a comeback.
I just realized I have another Pokemon I can combo Earthquake with.
Alakazam.
There's one Pokemon with Protect, but there's also one that flies. No!
Nicely done.
Good.
Steelix
High physical defense from Steelix.
pressure.
Steelix actually has pretty good attack stat.
A fierce blow. It's a direct hit.
Something that surprised me very much when I first learned about this, and it still does to this day. How Onyx has a very low attack stat.
The red corner lost.
Like, I think its attack stat is like 40, and it has a speed stat of 70. I guess a snake could be fast, maybe? But Onyx looks like it should have more than 40 in a base attack stat.
Down.
More than 40. Like, give it 60 at minimum. I feel like the 40 and the 70 should be swapped.
The lead when comparing the number of remaining
That's
Pokemon.
really weird when I first learned that.
Still can't predict the outcome of the battle. Riftlim starts to attack. A smashing blow that dealt some massive damage.
Natural gift.
Slammed him.
Interesting, okay. Onyx has 45 attack and 70 speed, so I almost got it right. It will give you 3 EQ combo with the Pokemon. Oh yeah, Azov with Levitate, of course.
A fierce blow. Such amazing power.
Right, Valor, let's go.
Self is sent out. Well, both corners still have a chance to win this. What kind of developments can we expect to see next?
2v2, let's take out the Dust Noir and then hope they don't hit Drifblim, so I still have 2 Pokemon against
Direct hit.
Metagross. Otherwise, we still have a pretty good Pokemon in Azov. We know
Rushing
that Metagross has already used his Berry, and the natural gift attack might have actually been an Occa Berry to give it a fire move.
down.
I think Occa Berry gives fire. I think the super effective berries actually give that type that they protect against. I think so. If it would have been an Occa Berry, then its fire weakness protection is gone. Drifblim has 1 more turn. So let's just hit him with the best we can. And then super effective will hit the Metagross. Won't do as much damage as... Oh, smart from Metagross, because that makes sure Drifblim's gone, means less damage. Does take out a turn of light screen, but still a good move. It's now 1v1 with Flamethrower only dealing half damage. Now the question is, what can they do besides Natural Gift, Light Screen, and Protect? Those 3 moves, because their Berry is already gone because of the first Natural Gift, that leaves them with 1 potential damaging move. And we're gonna find out what it is probably this turn. If we don't see it, he might not have anything. It might be Earthquake. And he can't hit me with that. It's Rock Smash! I was gonna say Meteor Mash, maybe it's Rock Smash. We're fine. We'll win. We'll win.
Well, both corners still have a chance to win this. What kind of developments can we expect to see next? A brilliant hit. Solid hit, but this is not a favorable matchup. The battle has reached its final stage, and the tension is peaking. Singed by Flamethrower. It went down!
Alright, that one was more challenging than the first one. I think because more variety and...
Game is now
I want to say more variety in types, but they had 3
over.
Psychics.
Game.
And 3 things that are weak to go, so... Yeah, I expected better as well. We're twins, it's not great. Ah, I should have gone with Kalava first.
For both players. Neither side can afford to give up in this battle. The stage is
Occa Berry,
set,
probably.
and the curtain is up.
Yeah. Fortune's weaknesses are often paired with their respective berries, but
It's down.
Wise Glasses Azelf strong enough to take out the Scissor, even with just a 2-time super effective move, effectively, instead of 4 times, due to the Occa Berry. Ah, special. I think Tangroth's physical attack's better than special normally. Hey.
Apollyon is sent out. The red corner has already taken some serious
Tangroth.
damage, but there is
No, actually, it's better
always a
special
chance
attack,
of a
110
comeback.
versus 100. I was just thinking of Power Whip. And probably a physical Tangrowth, or with physical moves that I've used before in the tournament or I've seen others use. I'm gonna attack Empoleon. Like, I can hit Tangrowth too with Flamethrower, but I have Kolava in the back, and Empoleon is more dangerous for Kolava, and also Kolava can hit Tangrowth better.
A fierce blow. Such amazing power. Empoleon burrowed its way underground.
Good Ice Beam, yeah.
Uses its move.
Empoleon with Dig. Huh.
Energy ball hits.
Ah, critical hit ignores the light screen that I literally just set up.
It's down and out.
Well, that Empoleon will be happy to know, or they probably knew already, that Dig is at least 80 power in this game, because it was only 60 power in the previous 2 generations. That Dig has to be aimed at Friend. That would make the most sense. Why would it use Dig on a slot that has Levitate? So I'm going to assume that. And Lava Plume. Wonder, does light screen affect moves from your partner? Only moves from the opponent? Unsure. And of course, Friend gets... That happens so much in the Metro tournament as well. Things like Lava Plume and Discharge, putting the effect on your partner. It's 30% chance, which is pretty high, sure. But quite often, it was only the partner. Discharge, only the partner gets paralyzed, even though both of the opponents got hit. So a higher chance that one of the opponents gets hit than you, but... It happened here as well. It's the damage that's annoying. The effect that drops the attack is just like, whatever.
This could get dangerous if it lasts too long.
Might be bad for Friend. I think Empoleon 4 times resists Ice Beam, so I might actually survive Wigglytuff's Ice Beam.
It couldn't take it.
And then Empoleon takes either Wigglytuff or Quilava out. I'm not sure what would be smarter. It just digs again. So that's the end of Wigglytuff, basically. It has one more turn. But Dig could go for both of them. Hello, Blissey. I want to roll out on Blissey, but I also want to be able to just take... Actually, what do I have in the bag? Cardant? Alright, Cardant will just take Empoleon next turn. Let's roll out Blissey. Or just... No, I'll protect. Because I expect the Dig is going against Quilava. And then... Ice Beam Blissey, I guess. Because it's not going to take out the Empoleon. And Reflecting Light Screen are still up.
Quilava protected itself from the attack. Bam!
Sure. I guess they don't get hit. They don't let Mead move. But they could have also dealt some damage to Quilava. Because I was going to be taking out my burn anyway. Go Mr. Krabs!
Is sent out. The air in the Colosseum is tense and charged.
Let's take out Empoleon. But not before we roll out! Ching!
It went down. Hit. Well, both corners still have a a chance to win this. What kind of developments can we expect to see next? The move
come on.
hit the opponent.
Isn't it like 190?
Harsh blow.
100 power, 90 accuracy or something, Crab Hammer? Let's check what it is. It's 9085. It was 180 maybe was Meteor Mash, which then became 1990. Meteor Mash had some changes to both, I think of the same generation.
Nicely done. Lissy faces a great deal of pressure.
Go, go, Chronon Night Slash!
Bam!
Critical kill. In your face.
Couldn't survive the second hit and goes down. Game, set, and match. The blue corner pulled off an impressive victory.
I was just thinking that I have done my first, like, of that, the Pokemon walkthroughs that I referred to earlier. I've done a first stream of Pokemon Blue already, but that was last year somewhere. I never uploaded it because I want to start uploading it once I'm actually continuing the series on stream as well. If I can continuously do that. So once I start the blue streams back up, that's when you'll expect to see the first video. Although maybe once I decide and commit to starting the streams back up, that's when I'll start the videos, I think, first. Because I think having at least one of the blue videos out first, because that stream is going to be cut up into more like 20, 30-minute episodes, depending on how long it is. And like Infinite Fusion, I just throw up as a full stream, whether that's a 1.5 hour stream or a 6 hour one. I just throw it up as one huge episode. Blue and also Colosseum that I referred to earlier will be edited into like somewhere between 15 and 30 minutes. I haven't really thought about the length. It really just depends on where I am in the game and what I do, what fits well. I don't think I decided that in the stream. I just decided I'll just stream a lot and decide in editing when I end it. But I think having at least one video up, well, having a video up would do well to, I suppose, advertise the stream and get people to come to the stream, and then the stream can send people to the videos as well if there's at least one video up. I think that would be good for viewership, enjoyment of the series. It is a very big project, but it is something I'm very excited to do. Ow. Because I love Pokemon games, Pokemon for life, and I want to just play through all the games again, because that would be so much fun. But at the same time, share a lot of the knowledge. Occasionally show up a few minor glitches, especially in the earlier games, or just say some glitches that exist but don't really try them out. Absolutely going to show off the Mew glitch, or the missing no glitch, aka the duplication glitch. There's a little trick in Viridian Forest in Pokemon Red and Blue in terms of a lot of the grass actually doesn't give you encounters and why that is. I'll teach you about that. I'm just really excited to show a lot, teach a lot. And I like to talk. I like to share knowledge. I like to talk about things I'm excited about. And Pokemon is absolutely one of those. And I believe that those walkthroughs, by having the mindset that I'm going to explain a lot, and not just, hey, I'm going to play through the game, I think that would be really cool for me. And that excitement, I don't have to put up a lot of excitement, just act. In most of my streams, I'll act maybe a bit more excited or happy than I am, because I feel that would be better for the entertainment factor of the viewers. But for those Pokemon games, I expect to have to do very little effort for that, if at anything at all. Because people will already like it. Well, already like it, people will already feel my excitement a lot more. Which is, and I like that when it's not just, hey, this person seems to be happy playing the game, But when you can really sense and feel the excitement from a streamer, from a YouTuber, that's when I start really enjoying it. Even if it's not a game that I'm necessarily too interested in. I really love when you really sense that excitement, and hopefully you can sense that now while I'm explaining it, because as I'm saying this, I'm already getting so excited to do this. So I'm really looking forward to starting that project back up. So there's definitely, that's even more reason for me to stream more over the coming days, so I can finish up the other games. I won't rush it because I do want those streams to be good quality, but I'm excited to finish those so that I can start on Blue, because I do want to finish those projects before I start a new one. That Earthquake Curse did help. We did get an Intimidate, but with Curse, we have a pretty good shot at dealing big damage. Iron Tail on a Steelix. Do you not have anything better? Like, maybe they just want to hit the Steelix. They might have like something like Double Edge or Return or Takedown to hit Crawdon, but they just really want to hit Steelix first. But they don't have anything that does well. Like, Earthquake would be probably Tauros' best move to use here, because it hits both Pokemon and super effectively hits Steelix. I don't think Tauros can learn that many moves that super effectively hit Steelix. Iron Tail isn't Steelix's signature move, although I feel like it sort of is, because the first time you see Iron Tail in the game, or have the potential to see it in the game normally, is Pokemon Gold, Silver Crystal. Jasmine, the 6th gym leader, her Steelix has Iron Tail, and Iron Tail is also the gem that you get. And to my knowledge, every Steelix seen in the anime has used Iron Tail. Just like how all Lucarios seen have used Aura Sphere, except one. At the very end of the Sun and Moon anime, there was one Lucario that had 4 moves that didn't include Aura Sphere. It used a fighting move, but that was close combat. I think it had close combat. I'm not sure if it had a Bone Club, that one. It had Dragon Pulse, that's for sure, but it didn't have Aura Sphere. Ooh, lots of ghosts. So Mr. Krabs goes first. Two things that are weak to Ghost, but also 2 things that can hit Ghost. So let's just set up the screens with Wigglytuff and then use Night Slash with Crawdon. I'd say Lucario is their most dangerous Pokemon, because it's the only thing that can really hit Crawdon well.
This is an important battle for both trainers. It's time to think about a cautious battle strategy. The stage is set and
I quite like the team. Yeah, it's pretty nice. I'm gonna assume you chose the Kolava because you know Kolava is my favorite Pokemon. Paint Split lost its own HP. Stop missing Crab Hammer.
its attack missed.
I'm trying to deal big damage.
The air in the Colosseum is tense.
Why am I using Crab Hammer? I have Rock Slide. That hits Charizard 4 times super effectively and hits Miss Magius. Why do you keep using Pain Split? It's not gonna do anything. Like, neither of us has HP affected. I move after you, now Pain Split will work. Yeah, that was much better than Crab Hammer. Also with a hit, so that really helped. Golaffa because your favorite, or that I would have gone with a Squirrel! Yeah, you could have done that too. Okay, I'm expecting another pain split, or watch it just not do pain split now because they decided it didn't work twice. And then I just Night Slash it no matter what it is. It uses Charge Beam. And not even on the water type. Of course. Well, okay, fine. Even with your special attack boost, you're gonna go down now. See him, Miss Magius. Whoosh.
It's down and out.
I like that I went with level 30. I don't think about it often because I want to... Level 50 is like the new thing you unlock in the after game, but this is a good challenge while not using any legendaries or mythicals. The opponents never use legendaries or mythicals, and as we've seen so far with the Hyper Beam, I suppose, or Rock Smash on a like Hyper Beam on an Alakazam and a Lapras, or maybe the Rock Smash, especially on the Metagross, the movesets aren't always optimal. Then again, they're never really optimal. What is really optimal? But Rock Smash on a Metagross, I wouldn't say that's good. But that's just one example out of the many examples that I could have taken. But it does show the difficulty is a bit less than the end of level 50 all in terms of movesets as well. And I think that does work well. That does give me more options to face good teams, but not really powerful teams. And I also won't have to be afraid of legendaries and mythicals if I just want to try a team out. So if I don't feel like I have a level 50 old rank I want to do, I can always go to level 30 open, level 8. I expected that. Even a critical hit that was unnecessary. I'm not hitting Lucario, one because I know it can super effectively hit the Dust Noir, but especially now that I know it has Drain Punch, if I would hit Lucario, but then Lucario can super effectively hit my Crawdaunt, it can super effectively hit it, and then heal a lot of damage itself. Ooh, that was close. Drain Punch might be enough to just take it out next time. We'll send in 19-9, because if it gets hit by a contact move, like Ice Punch, it might actually transfer its Sticky Barb. Actually, it's Sticky Barb, does it? Doesn't that only transfer when... Actually, does it transfer at all when it gets hit, or does it just deal damage to the opponent? I think it might transfer, but it can only transfer if the opponent doesn't have an item. Right? Not entirely sure on that one. Wanted to make sure Dust Noir went down, so I used Ominous Wind and Night Slash on it. But Night Slash is going to go on Lucario, which won't deal much damage. It deals damage and transfers if applicable. Okay, thanks. Got the boost and Drift Bloom again. Getting some pretty good luck with those moves. That's what it's for getting those boosts pretty regularly, at least hopefully. Use a contact move on Driftblim. I want to see the Sticky Bar being transferred. Also, Crawdaunt, please hit Crab Hammer. That would be great. And goodbye. Still haven't hit a Crab Hammer.
The game is now over. The blue corner has won the game.
Sticky Barb doesn't damage the opponent upon hitting it, it just transfers upon the contact move. The only damage Sticky Barb deals is to the holder at the end of the turn. Mystic Girl Tia got herself a team full of psychics. can literally 3 things that are water, so I don't think I really want to use crystal. Oh, 3 waters.
From the blue corner, Crawdaunt, Drift
It's Starmie, because Starmie can hit me harder, also has less defenses, so it can be taken out earlier.
They come. The battle begins. The red corner makes the first attack. A brilliant hit.
So what's the reference in Drifloom's name? Because you said it was a reference, but I don't know what it is. Can you tell me?
Starmie barely holds on. Bam!
Crawdon's reference is probably Mr. Krabs from SpongeBob.
Down by an intense attack.
Kolava is probably a reference to its Japanese name. Ah, yeah.
Psychic.
Should have guessed that. Like, where does 99 even come in? I should have known that. Luftballon. I don't actually know how much of the rest of the melody goes, but I'd recognize it if I heard it.
Bronzong is sent out. Wigglytuff is sent out. Well, both corners still have a chance to win this. Who's going to take the glory?
If Bronzong was weak to Dark, like it is in Gen 6 and later, I would have attacked it instead of Slowbro. But it's not, so Slowbro it is.
Fierce blow.
Ha!
Slowbro barely holds
That much damage against Slowbro! And a Slowbro is supposed to be good in physical defense. Well, this Crawdon's good in physical attack, and the Expert Belt does add damage. I forget quite regularly that it does have that, so it's 20% extra damage, I think, from Expert Belt on moves that are super effective.
An exhausting battle between both sides. The mood in the Colosseum has become somewhat unsettling. Crawdaunt starts to attack.
Ching!
Rushing blow. It couldn't take it. It's down. Gardevoir is sent out. Well, both corners still have a chance to win this. Who's going to take the glory?
And Gardevoir isn't part Fairy type yet, so this is super effective. Goodbye. This is my chance for a perfect point. My best chance yet.
Amount of damage. It's down. The substitute appears.
I expect that with Reflect up, I should be fine. And keep the substitute.
It hit the substitute.
Icy won't deal much damage, but it's something. And until the substitute breaks, I'm just gonna keep Wigglytuff in.
That hurt.
I think I'm pretty safe with the 2 Pokemon I have now, though. They may still have a move on Crawdons. Then again, they used Payback on Crawdons earlier, so
Solid hit, but this is not
doesn't give me much hope for them.
Bronzong.
Frozen Solid.
Bronzong.
Why did they come out of the freeze so quickly? That didn't happen in the Metrodome tournament, I don't think. I'm definitely not going to use Crab Hammer now. Already wasn't because of its shaky accuracy so far. And I felt safe enough just going with Night Slash.
Bronzong faces a great
One more turn.
deal of pressure. the substitute. Bronzong desperately holds on.
Actually, we didn't get a perfect point, did we? We did lost the Pokemon.
Bam!
Right? Yeah, we lost Drifblim, never mind.
It couldn't take it. It's down. The battle has ended. The blue corner pulled off an impressive victory.
Taylor. Hello. How you doing? I feel like Crystal, like my Steelix is very useful. Like this. I want to open with you, but I also don't. I think I will. And I have the big guns in the back after I've set up the screens. And this way I use Quilava a little bit more because I haven't used it much. Some nice electric types you got there. Crystal takes a 4 out of 6, yeah. Taylor does use at least 3 electrics, maybe at least 4. That is her main type. I think Marina and Waterfall Colosseum has at least 2 waters and at least 1 bog and at least 1 ground or something like that. Well, that's not a great opening for Quilava. I was hoping for Weavile. I'm gonna not say Quilava's done for, but Quilava's done for, so I'm gonna reflect to stop Snorlax.
The battle begins. The blue corner makes the
Just don't burn Wigglytuff. If you don't burn the others, then but just don't burn Wigglytuff. Thank you. Burn the Snorlax. That's the best one to burn.
Its evasiveness rose.
If that's a Stolly Milotic that doesn't have a water move, which it might not have, that'd be good for us. Hey, I have Reflect Up and you're burned. So that's not that much damage, actually. I'm now not that worried about the Snorlax. Because it reflects and burn, so I'm going to go after my Milotic.
The red corner has already been burned, and the battle is just beginning.
And especially because of that double team, I'm just going to use Aerial Ace, which is the only move, I think, of Quilava that we haven't seen yet.
Hit. Wigglytuff uses its move. Its attack missed. A heated battle is unfolding in the Colosseum. A small hit.
Oh, Facade, you wanted to get a status affliction then.
The substitute appears.
And newsflash, Milotic, we didn't burn you, so that Facade you did ain't boosted. Nope. Body Slam and Rock Climb on the same Snorlax.
Bang attack.
Why?
Lava barely holds on.
About the same power, if not the exact same. Just go Body Slam for the accuracy, unless you really want to confuse something, I guess. I'm just going to keep attacking this way. It's little bits of damage. Kolov will probably go down first, but I'm not too afraid of the Milotic, and the Snorlax isn't dealing that much damage either. So this is just bits of damage to set up for the others to do the big damage later. I think that Milotic is hoping for a Status Affliction. Maybe it's partnered with the Discharge Pokemon that could maybe paralyze it, but then again, that would be a lot of damage this week. Maybe it's hoping for a Status Affliction, and because it has Marvel Scale as its ability, because that I think does boost its physical defense by 50% if it has a major Status Affliction. And major Status Affliction is what I call it. It's a non-volatile one, in official terms, I believe. I'll send out Valor first, because Steelix can't. Actually, Steelix can't Earthquake too well here with Wigglytuff out, but at the same time, you could just set up Curse, because I'm not really afraid. Milotic hasn't shown a Water move yet. Snorlax won't be able to hit it hard. That might have been a really good place to actually set up Curses. Walk-on Berry? No, missed because of the double team. Forgot. Oh, it does have Blizzard. Didn't break the substitute though. Alright. Next turn, Wigglytuff's move is going to depend on what I really want. I could make sure to take a Snorlax, or I could just not attack it and leave it to the burn, but if I hit it, then Snorlax won't be able to hit me. And hopefully, Valor will just be able to take up Milotic. So then the Ice Beam would have gone to Snorlax anyway. There we go.
Sent out. Magnezone is sent out.
Look, Earthquake targets! Hello. Yeah. She might be like, okay, please don't have Steelix, please don't. Once she KOs one of our Pokemon, please don't have Steelix, please don't have Steelix, please don't have Steelix. Dang it.
Thunder detonates with a boom. A huge amount of damage. It's down. It hit the substitute. An exhausting battle between both sides. Steelix is sent out. A chilling breeze can be felt in the Colosseum.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 2 more turns of the first screen. Oh, there's going to be a Wigglytuff this turn. But we have an Earthquaker. And Magnezone floats through electromagnetism. But it didn't use Magnet Rise, so that doesn't count. It's KO'd. We win. And that, ladies and gentlemen, was the team that GamingHc, aka Scorpio, requested that I use. They redeemed that using channel points during the previous Battle Revolution stream. So I built it for him. And we made it happen. Played through it in an entire Colosseum in an entire YouTube video. If you're looking forward to seeing one of your teams used in a video, in a stream, then if you're here during a stream, you can redeem one of two options. There's one thing that I think costs 1,000 Poké Dollars, which lets you choose one team member, and that includes EVs, IVs, attacks, anything like that. But you could also just leave it up to me by just saying, I want you to use Pachirisu, then I'll just use Pachirisu and decide the rest myself. But you can also redeem 5,000 channel points, 5,000 Poké Dollars to redeem an entire team, and you can have the entire team as a choice. And Scorpio redeemed that and gave me basically everything. The only thing I think he didn't give me were shininess, but I feel like he just maybe didn't want them as shiny, so he didn't mention that. And gender, I could choose that. He didn't choose the gender. The rest was all him. Well, IVs, I guess, but IVs are, I'm gonna assume, are just maximum, except for attack on special attackers, because that's normal.